Maya, can you talk? I need to ask you something.
You need to ask me something? Me? What's gotten into you?
Why? Why can't I ask you something? A mother wants to ask her daughter something sometimes.
Maybe if we were a normal family, but I don't remember you ever treating me like I was your daughter. You've only ever liked beautiful Rebecca, always spoiling her. You never took care of me and kicked me out as soon as I graduated high school. Why wouldn't I be apprehensive when all of a sudden you tell me you want to ask me something? And especially when you want to talk the day after I introduce my fiancé to you guys. What are you planning?
You've always had such an ugly personality. Fine, I'll be direct. You need to let your younger sister marry your fiancé.
What?
Yesterday, you came by the house to introduce us to your fiancé, yes? His name was Ryan, I think. It was love at first sight for Rebecca. She's saying that she's going to marry Ryan, so you need to break off your engagement. You're the older sister, so you need to let your younger sister have him.
What? What are you saying? I need to let her have him? Ryan's not a toy. He's not an object I can just give to someone else. Are you crazy?
But Rebecca says she wants Ryan. Your father and I think that rather than Rebecca marrying someone we don't know, that we would feel much better if she marries someone we know is marriage material.
That's not the issue here. Don't be ridiculous. Why do you want to take everything away from me? Like my toys and clothes and even my birthday presents. Rebecca has always been given all of my belongings, and I've been told to just deal with it. Now you want me to give her my fiancé? I've had enough of this. Ryan is my fiancé. I'm not giving him to Rebecca.
What are you getting all upset about? He's still marrying someone in our family. And rather than marrying you, whose face and personality are average and boring, I'm sure he'd want to marry your younger sister, who's smart and beautiful and caring.
Do you have no regard for other people's feelings?
I hear what you're saying, but it's already been decided. Your relatives and I got together last night and talked about it. And we decided that you and Ryan would be breaking off your engagement and Ryan would be marrying Rebecca. He'll be taking our last name and you'll be marrying your cousin Evan instead.
What? Why are you deciding who I'll be marrying? Can you not try to control who I'm marrying? And isn't my cousin Evan that 50-year-old who quit his job and is a deadbeat now? Telling me to marry him is the same as telling me that I need to be his caretaker and provide for him financially. No, that is not going to happen.
Come on, don't be selfish. It's already been decided. So just stop fighting it and let Rebecca have Ryan. And you marry Evan instead.
Who's really being selfish here? You really think you can tell me all this and I would say, okay, Mother, I will never give you Ryan.
Do you really think it's okay for you to talk to me like this? I think you'll regret acting this way.
What? What are you saying?
You just wait. I will make sure the two of you break up.
Hello? Is this Maya's mother, Sharon? This is Maya's fiancé, Ryan. I'm texting you from Maya's phone.
Oh, hello. Is this Ryan? Thank you so much for reaching out. Have you decided to marry Rebecca?
Please cut the crap. I have no intentions of ever breaking up with Maya. Nor do I have any plans of marrying Rebecca.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe you're saying this. Rebecca is so much kinder than Maya. You know, you'll be so much happier if you marry Rebecca, right?
Please don't think you know what makes me happy. Who do you think you are? And personally, I think that Maya is so much more attractive than Rebecca. Rebecca is so vulgar and impolite. She can't even begin to compare to Maya.
What are you talking about? If you would just meet Rebecca, I know you'll see how wonderful she is.
I can see we're getting nowhere with this. So let me be direct. The reason I'm texting you from Maya's phone today is to talk to you about you and your family prank calling Maya.
Prank calling? What are you talking about?
Playing dumb will get you out of this. I know that you and your relatives have been calling Maya Sal and her work over and over, and saying quit your job or break off your engagement. And some days you've been calling over 100 times. And you've gratified Maya's apartment with the same message and thrown raw eggs at her apartment. You've also been stalking me. Rebecca's been sending me lewd photos with messages telling me how great she is. I want to talk to you today about all this.
We would never prank call or stalk anyone. All we're doing is showing Maya how selfish she's being, because she won't give you to Rebecca. So, I'm having all of my relatives help. And the pictures of Rebecca we sent you was just because we want you to get to know Rebecca better. And now that you know how beautiful she is, I know you'll change your mind.
Actually, it creeped me out so much I hate her even though I've never talked to her. Everything you've done and are doing is extremely troublesome. Do you have any intentions of stopping?
Of course we won't stop. We'll keep doing it until you marry Rebecca and Maya marries her cousin. I need to teach Maya that she can't be selfish.
I see. Okay, then we'll be suing all of you.
What?
You and your relatives have been calling Maya over 100 times, telling her to break up with her fiancé, and leaving the same message in her mailbox, and writing it on her door in permanent marker. And pounding on her doors and walls, and throwing raw eggs at her apartment. All this has caused Maya great emotional distress. So we'll be seeing you in court.
What? Court? Just for calling someone?
Because of you and your relatives, Maya's been hurt deeply. This isn't about just making some phone calls and about your graffiti. That's property damage. So her landlord has filed a victim report.
A victim report? He went to the police?
Of course he did. Even though he wrote on Maya's apartment, the landlord is the one who owns that apartment. Throwing raw eggs and writing on someone else's property is property damage through and through. We have security camera footage of you writing on her door, so you can't talk your way out of this one.
What?
And you and your relatives all called Maya's place of work. You told him to fire Maya and spread bad rumors about her. There are hundreds of prank calls and silent calls. This is an obstruction of business. So we'll be suing you for that too. And about you stalking me and ambushing me, and sending me lewd photos and letters, I'll be suing you for stalking me.
Just wait a second. I can't believe you're trying to make all these charges against me. Are you planning on making your new fiancé a criminal?
Who are you referring to when you say new fiancé? My fiancé is and has always been Maya. I have nothing to do with a stalker named Rebecca.
What? Are you calling Rebecca a stalker?
Isn't that what she is? Sending me disgusting photos? And you said that this is a family problem. But what you did is still a crime. And you can be sued for it. Depending on what Maya wants, we can also have you detained.
Detained? I'm going to be arrested? We're going to be arrested?
Yes. About the property damage and obstruction of business, the victim in those cases isn't Maya but is her landlord and her company. So it falls outside of the scope of family problems. Her place of business and her landlord have no relation to you. You all may have thought that you were attacking Maya, but the victims are actually complete strangers.
No, that may be, but...
You're stalking me, it's the same. I still haven't legally married Maya, so we're complete strangers. I will be in charge of proceeding with the matters I've discussed with you today. It'll be served soon.
What? Wait a second. What do you mean you'll be in charge? What do you mean?
It's quite simple. I'm a lawyer.
What? A lawyer?
Yes, I represent Maya's company. And I've been hired by Maya and her landlord as well. I will be in charge of suing all of you. I'll be contacting you about all the charges formally tomorrow, so please stand by for that.
Wait, please wait, you have it all wrong. I don't have anything to do with this.
What do you mean you have nothing to do with this? You're the main perpetrator here.
I only did the things I did because I was ordered to. It was my husband's brother and his wife that said we should prank call Maya and her company. They said they wanted Maya to quit her job so she could take care of their son, Evan. My sister-in-law and all my other relatives were so keen on this plan, I couldn't go against them. All I did was make 1 or 2 calls like I was ordered to. I haven't done anything else. And it was Rebecca who sent you all those photos of herself. And it was my husband who wanted Rebecca to marry you in the first place. I didn't do any of this. So I have nothing to do with this.
You say you only made 1 or 2 calls, but about 25% of the calls made to Maya and her company were from you. How do you plan on explaining that?
Huh? How do you know that?
You want to know how I know that? Because as soon as Maya realized she was receiving prank calls from you, she recorded every phone call and wrote down who called at what time. So don't think you can lie your way out of this.
You have it all wrong. I only did this so everyone could be happy.
It's obvious Maya is not included in everyone. You're all awful people.
But, if we're convicted, it'll be bad for Maya. Are you okay with Maya being called a criminal's daughter?
I've already received Maya's go-ahead with all of this. She doesn't care what people around her think. And if anyone does, she can just tell them the whole story. We'll make sure they know that Maya did nothing wrong, so please don't worry. The only people going to hell will be you guys.
I can't believe this.
Next time I'll be speaking to you, it'll be in court. I'll make sure you all pay for this.
A few days later, Ryan sued my mom and all of my relatives who were involved. Because of all the evidence, we won our case easily. We sent my parents, my younger sister, my cousins, and his parents to jail. And my other 8 relatives were put on probation and had to pay a settlement. Now that my family and relatives have a record, everyone talked about them behind their backs. And they divorced each other, or moved far away, and are all living apart now. I guess it can't be helped since they did it all to make their precious daughter happy. For a while, this all had me really down. But after we won the trial, I started to slowly recover, and now I'm completely better. I married Ryan 1 year later, and we're really happy together.
Lindsay, divorce me. I'm in love with someone else right now.
What? I beg your pardon?
I can't stop my feelings for her. I love her with all my heart. So I need you to divorce me. I want to marry her.
Wait a minute, Dylan. I can't just agree to that immediately. What do you mean you're in love with someone else? Don't tell me you're already dating her.
Are you stupid? Of course we're already dating, and she's already said yes to my proposal. That's why I'm asking you to divorce me.
Oh my god. That means you were cheating on me. What the hell?
Whatever you say, it won't change my feelings for her. I'll divorce you and marry her, no matter what.
Don't be so selfish. Cheating alone is unbelievable, but what's more absurd is that you would expose this just before your daughter's wedding. What on earth are you thinking? Our daughter is getting married next week. How could you ask me to divorce you at such a time like this?
Of course I'm aware of that. That's why I'm going to stay married to you until the wedding. And as soon as her wedding is over, I'm divorcing you.
What?
I'm a father too, you know. I want to see my daughter in her wedding dress, and I don't want to spoil her big day. That's why I want you to divorce me after the wedding.
Seriously?
There's no problem with that, right? After the wedding, Mia will leave this house and live with Liam. She won't need our care anymore, so our divorce won't bother her.
So her wedding will be the last day for us to spend time as a family. And you want me to prepare for the divorce in a week until the wedding.
That's right.
I can't believe this is happening. How am I supposed to feel while standing next to Mia at her wedding?
I'll pay you compensation, so you don't have to worry about money. I'll even give you a fair share of our assets. So, are we good?
It's not just a matter of money. How can you act like that after betraying your wife who supported you for so many years? You don't even feel sorry?
Huh? Why would I feel sorry? You're the one who betrayed me in the first place, you old hag.
What?
You used to be beautiful, Rachel. I was envied by everyone having you as my wife. I thought I was the luckiest man in the world to have you. But you changed after we got married. Now your skin is covered with spots and wrinkles, and your hair is messy. Do you have any idea how much I have despaired every day looking at you?
That's because you never gave me the time or money to maintain my beauty. And yet, how dare you say such things to me?
What?
You left me to take care of Mia and also your parents. You didn't spare me time to go to the beauty salon or give me money to buy cosmetics. How dare you say such terrible things about me?
Shut up. You can still be beautiful while taking care of your kids or parents. You can maintain your beauty if you work hard enough. Don't blame me for your own lack of effort.
Excuse me?
No matter what your excuses are, I'm not interested in you anymore. My heart already belongs to her. You just go ahead with the divorce preparations. I won't let you in this house after Mia's wedding.
I heard from Dad. You two are getting divorced? Are you kidding me? Your father already told you? I guess he's just that much excited about his cute girlfriend. He called me in high spirits. What? He said, I'm going to have a new mom and that she's beautiful. So, I'll be proud of her to be my new mom. I can't believe him. I'm sorry, Mia. It must have been shocking to hear about your father's affair. Nah, I'm fine. In fact, I thought it was wonderful. It's cool he can still fall in love at his age. Huh? I didn't know Dad was such a passionate person. It seems his girlfriend is very attractive. Dad had a lot of rivals, but he kept on telling her how much he loved her, and finally he won her over. He was determined to get the person he loved at any cost. I'm sure any girl would fall for that. Wait a minute, Mia. Don't you think it's disgusting that your father had been having an affair? Not at all. You can't stop people from falling in love. Even though he had a wife, he couldn't stop himself from loving her. That's what true love is. Oh no. Did you think that I would get angry at him? Maybe I would side up with you and scold him for cheating on you? And might have stopped him from divorcing you? I'm sorry, Mom. I'm all for divorce, so I can't help you with that. I didn't expect that, but I didn't think you'd be so positive about it. I'm actually surprised. It's not like I'm positive, but I think you can't blame Dad either. I understand why Dad cheated on you. If I were him, I'd dump you in a heartbeat too. What? You should go take a look at yourself in the mirror. You have no makeup on, your skin is awful, your clothes are always tacky, And your hair is a mess. No wonder Dad will want to switch to a more beautiful wife. You're going to say such things to me too? I thought you knew how much I've done for you and your grandparents. I never asked you to do so much for me. You just did what Dad told you to do and worked hard on your own. I'm at a loss of words. You are always so serious. You don't know how to cut corners, do you? You worked hard to take care for us because you wanted to, not because we asked you to. Can you please stop patronizing me like that? These days, people like you are called toxic parents. I'm a toxic parent? Anyway, I'm all for your divorce. I just texted you to tell you so. After my wedding, please feel free to get divorced or whatever. Okay, fine. Well, I'll start living my life for myself then. Hey, Mom! Where are you? Are you almost here at the wedding venue? I just got here. What's wrong? Oh, is that so? Does that mean you haven't entered the building yet? Yeah, I just got out of the car, so I'm still in the parking lot. Just in time. Well, I'm sorry, but can you just go back into your car and go home? What? Why do you want me to go home all of a sudden? I'm the bride's mother. There's no way I'm gonna leave without seeing you on your big day. But you have no other choice. The seat for the bride's mother was just taken a few minutes ago. What? My seat was taken? By whom? Actually, I invited my new mom. She's the person who took your seat. What? Don't tell me you invited your father's affair partner. I can't believe you invited her to your wedding. It was more like a joke. I didn't send her an invitation or anything. I told Dad that he could bring her if he wanted, but wasn't expecting he'd really do so. Since they arrived before you, I decided to have them take seats as the bride's parents. Oh my God. So, Mom, could you please go home? It'd be awkward if there were two moms. What's more awkward is having your father's lover there in my seat. What on earth are you thinking? I'm the one who gave birth to you and raised you this far. And yet, I'm the one who you want to send home, not even letting me see my daughter in her wedding dress? This is just outrageous. I am grateful to you for giving birth to me and raising me. But, you know, it's my once-in-a-lifetime wedding. I'd rather have a beautiful young woman than an old hag to attend my wedding. What? If you want to see me in my wedding dress, I'll send you some photos. Oh no. But still, I'm nervous to meet her for the first time. I haven't even seen her picture yet, so I don't know what she looks like. But she must be beautiful since Dad is so madly in love with her. Mia, are you really sure that's what you want? Kicking out your own mother and having your father's lover instead. That's the kind of wedding you want? Yes, that's what I want. So you can go home in peace, you old hag. My new mother is already seated at the wedding. So, you shall go home and file the divorce papers. Okay, bye. Bye, ex-mom. Goodbye, my precious daughter Mia. I shall never see you nor contact you again. I will never consider you as my own daughter from now on. I'm ready to cut ties with you as well. I don't need a mother who was abandoned by my father. Never shall you forget those words. I will never come to your aid, no matter what happens to you in the future. Huh? I won't ask you for help anyways. I already have a new mother. A beautiful one, that is. That mom may ruin your life, though. What do you mean? Well then, Mia, take care. Help me, Mom. My wedding has been canceled. My marriage might be called off too if I don't do something. The groom has eloped with my new mother. Oh dear. I didn't know Liam could pull off such a bold act. You knew something about this, didn't you? Explain to me what the hell is going on here. Why is Liam running away with that woman? Why was my wedding canceled? Didn't the groom tell you anything? He was gone before I could question him. Just before making our vows, Liam saw Dad's girlfriend and froze. And the next moment, he took her hand and ran away. It was so sudden that everyone was stunned, and Dad still seems lost in thought. Oh my, what a dramatic elopement. It's just like a soap opera. Don't be silly and explain to me what's going on. You know something about it, don't you? Why did he elope with Dad's girlfriend? I only know little. But your father's girlfriend seems to have been dating your fiancé, Liam. What? You're saying she's Liam's ex-girlfriend? Your father's girlfriend was very beautiful, wasn't she? I think her name is Mika. Not only was she beautiful, but she looked as young as me, which was surprising. She looks as beautiful as a celebrity, but... Was Dad really dating a girl about the same age as me? Yes, he was dating a girl exactly the same age as you. I was surprised too when I first met her. I had no idea that my husband was crazy about a girl the same age as his daughter. Mom, you've met Dad's girlfriend before? After you told me you were all for the divorce, I asked him a favor. I told him I'd divorce him if he let me meet his girlfriend. I expected her to be a beautiful, mature woman about my age or maybe slightly younger, but she was 26 years old, the same age as you. At that time, I was so shocked that I couldn't get any words out of my mouth. So, when did you find out that she was Liam's ex-girlfriend? Right after that. Your father was bragging to me that he won her over from many rivals. So, I was curious to know what kind of relationships she had in the past. On a whim, I did some research and found her Instagram account. From that account, I found out that she was Liam's ex. I guessed that it would eventually cause some trouble. But why would he elope with her? Liam and I have been together for 5 years now. How can a reunion with an ex from years ago immediately revive their love? I don't think it was that long ago. What are you saying? This is just a guess. Perhaps Liam was two-timing you and Mika. What? Two-timing? I have a feeling that they've been together these recent years. No way! How is it possible for him to cheat with her when he had me by his side? But there are people who cheat on their wives. Once you love someone, you can't stop yourself, right? Then there's nothing wrong with Liam two-timing. Well, that's just my guess. So you should ask Liam directly about the truth. I'm just a stranger to you now, and it's none of my business. What shall I do, Mom? Liam says he's going to marry that woman instead of me. He asked me to break up with him. Oh my. Were you able to catch them and talk in person? I figured they must be hungry after running away without eating lunch, and I luckily caught them at Liam's favorite restaurant. I questioned him, and you were right. He was two-timing me and that woman. Plus, he said she was the one who he loved most, and I was the second choice who he dated to just have fun. Oh. Mika was the one who he really wanted to marry. But she suddenly dumped him just before he was about to propose. She told him that she had found a man who had more money, so she was going to switch to him. So that means Mika was two-timing him too. It's so complicated. Liam didn't want to waste the engagement ring, so decided to marry me instead. His marriage proposal was not out of true love. And then he met his true love again at the wedding. I guess he thought it was destiny and eloped with her. Mika dumped Liam and switched to Dad for money. Liam instantly figured that out and took her out without a second thought. His pride wouldn't let an old man like Dad take her away from him. How passionate. Don't be silly. I was his second choice, just a girl to fill up the hole. And my new mom was my fiancé's true love? And I can't believe Dad was trying to marry a girl the same age as me. It's so chaotic, I don't even know what to do from here. Well, how about going hiking to shout your feelings from a mountain? It's really none of my business, you know. How can you say such a cold thing to your daughter? Can't you at least try to comfort me? You're not my daughter anymore, so why should I comfort you? Oh no. Well then, I'll leave you with this. Thanks for letting me know what happened.
What a disgusting woman. She said she loved me with all her heart. Then suddenly, she told me she was marrying a young man because she found it sweet for him to elope with her. And at the end, she called me a well-paying old man.
Oh, Mika dumped you?
This is so humiliating. I made up my mind to divorce you for her. Mika is beautiful and she was always asked out by lots of guys. I was surprised that Liam was among them, but I never thought she'd dump me.
Hua, calm down. Mika is as young as your daughter Mia. She's at an age where she's just going by her moods, so you can't blame her.
Why are you taking her side? She is your husband's affair partner. You must hate her.
I know, but it's so chaotic that I can't help but laugh. And she's so beautiful that it's no wonder you and Liam are crazy about her. I understand I had no chance of winning when she's that gorgeous. I wish for her to make a world record of how many guys she's toyed with.
Why are you joking at a time like this? Well, since she's gone, you can come home now. I'll remarry you.
I beg your pardon?
What's with that response? I said I'll remarry you, so why don't you sound happy?
Why would I be happy? I would never marry a disgusting old man like you.
Disgusting old man?
I'm convinced that she's beautiful, and I accept being defeated. But that doesn't mean you're attractive enough to be with her. As a matter of fact, an old man who gets serious about a girl as young as his daughter is creepy and disgusting. Who would want to marry such a man? It's so sickening that I feel itchy even thinking about it.
What the hell?
No matter what you say or do, it's too late. I have no love for you anymore. You should prepare to live alone. A stupid man like you deserves to live a lonely life. After that, our divorce spread to all of my husband's relatives. They said, "What on earth are you doing? Fooling around with a woman as young as your daughter? And you betrayed the person who took good care of your mother. Shame on you." He was heavily criticized by everyone. With the help of the relatives, I was able to get a larger share of the assets than I had expected. And about Mia. The marriage with Liam was officially called off and they broke up. Mia asked for alimony, but Liam rejected her request, saying that he wouldn't have to pay money to someone who was all for her father's love affair. She cried and screamed in frustration. By the way, Mika, who was too beautiful for even Liam, eventually dumped him, saying, "I found a better man." Thanks to the alimony and the division of assets, I am living a peaceful and relaxing life. For the time being, I would like to spend time and money for myself and improve my looks.